Hi preschool friends, it's Miss Jillian and I am here today because I have a really fun springtime science experiment for you. So if you would like to join, I'm going to show you all of the fun things that we need and we can get started. So I have some paper towels. You can also use cotton balls, that works too. And I have these, I have raw sunflower kernels, unsalted, and some lentils. Any kind of dried bean, seed that's not cooked, anything like that will work for this experiment. And I have some plastic baggies here. You can also use a clear glass or a mason jar, that works too. And then I have a Sharpie and some tape. And of course some water, that's important too. So the project that I have for you today is we are going to grow our own plants out of seeds. How cool is that? So we know in the springtime outside you see lots of cool sprouts and flowers coming up, so I thought it would be really fun to show you how seeds grow and how they sprout. So for this experiment, like I said, I have sunflower seeds here and beans, so that's going to be like the seed that we're planting. So like I said, any sort of bean, if you have like dried black beans, dried lima beans, all of those will work. But in my cupboard, I have lentils and sunflower seeds, so that's what we're using today. So to get started, I have two bags here, one for the lentils and one for the sunflower seeds. And I'm just gonna write on the bag what they are so that I remember. So we're gonna put lentils on this one, and sunflower seeds on this one. All right, now next step, we're gonna get our paper towel wet. So for seeds to grow, they need some water, right? So this way, for them to grow in the bag, we're gonna use this paper towel, or like I said, you can use cotton balls for this part too, or even just a regular washcloth if it's wet. Anything that can retain water works perfectly. So I'm just gonna soak it gently in this water, wring it out a little bit. You don't want it too wet, just wet enough, so like this. It's perfect. We're gonna put it in our bag. Okay, now we're gonna get some of our sunflower seeds, because spec says sunflower. We're just gonna take a couple of these guys, we don't need many. And I'm gonna put them here on the wet paper towel. I've done this experiment before, and sometimes a couple of the seeds don't really grow. So make sure you do a few, that way you at least have one. And then I'll just press the air out. And we're good to go. Easy as that. Okay, now we're gonna do the same with the lentils. Paper towel. Perfect. I love springtime because I like getting outside and seeing all the flowers growing. It's my favorite. It starts to warm up. Hope you guys are able to get out and go for walks with mommy and daddy or your sisters and brothers. Maybe take your pet dog for a walk or something. The last few days have been beautiful. All right, wet paper towel. And this one is lentils. Don't know if you've ever had lentils, but they're one of Miss Jillian's favorite foods. They're good for your body. So shake a couple of those guys out. That might be a little too much. I'll leave some in here for now. Clean those up later. I'm gonna put them in the bag just like how I did the sunflower seeds. Give them a little space. Perfect. And squish all that air out. Squish, squish, squish. And zip. And there we go. So we know that seeds need water to grow. That's why we did the paper towels that are wet. They also need sunlight. So what I like to do for this experiment is I get myself some tape here. And we're gonna go over to my bright, sunny window. We're gonna hang these guys up so that they get some sun. So you're gonna take where the seeds are and you're gonna have them face towards the sun. Oh, look how sunny that window is. These seeds are gonna grow so big and strong from that sunlight. If mommy and daddy say it's okay, you can put some tape on the window. Like I said, if you don't want to go this route, you can use a mason jar, a clear jar, and just have them sitting right on the windowsill. That works too. Whichever way you prefer. All right, so I'm gonna have these guys here, and I'm gonna keep updating you guys day after day when we start to see some growth. So I will see you soon. Hi friends, okay, it's day 3. So we planted the seeds 3 days ago, and I want to show you what they look like today. If you can see, there's a little root growing out on a lot of these seeds, and what the root does is it helps the plant soak up water. So that part is what's underground when you see a plant. And in this one right here, you can even see some leaves starting to grow. How cool is that? I will keep you guys updated. These are the lentils, by the way. The sunflower seeds aren't showing anything cool yet. So I'll keep you updated when we see some more. Bye. Hi preschool friends, it's Miss Jylian, and I have a little update for you on our fun springtime seed experiment. So it has been 2 weeks now since we put these seeds in the bags. So I'm going to show you what we got here. Sunflower seeds, sadly, have not made much progress. They're kind of looking icky actually, but that's okay because in science, sometimes things don't go exactly how we planned, and that's okay. That's just part of the experiment. And then the lentils are doing some really cool things. So I'll show you what they look like in the bag. Look at that. All right, and then I'm gonna take them out and show you. Okay, here we have these seeds, and I wanna show you some of the cool parts that we can see. So we have 10 of these little guys sprouted, but these were some of my favorite ones, so I just wanted to show you. So usually from here down, all of this part is under the ground. So that's why I really like this experiment, because I can show you guys all of the parts of the seed. So these guys right here, that kind of look like little hairs, those are called the roots, and those go in the ground, and they take up water and nutrients and all kinds of good stuff from the soil to feed the plant, and those get huge after the seeds grow. So that's really awesome. And then you can see this part right here, and this guy right here, this is the stem and the leaves, and this is the part that we see above ground on a plant. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plant all these little guys in some soil, and then they'll grow big and tall. All right, so we're ready to plant our seeds. So what I have here, well, first of all, you've probably noticed I have my trusty helpers here, Olive and Gwen, and they're eating some delicious lettuce. That's one of their favorite treats. But now, back to the science experiment. So I have some dirt here. This is just some potting soil in a little pot. And we have all of our seeds here. So I'm going to show you how to plant a couple of them in the ground. So I have this. It helps to make a little hole in the dirt. You can use your finger too. That works. So you're going to take one. I'm going to take this nice long one to show you guys. So like I described earlier, the part that goes in the ground is the seed and the root. So you can put that in your little hole here. Some of them are really funky shapes. Some of the roots are really silly looking, so they might not look perfect once you get them planted, but that's okay. So there, see how he's sticking right out of the ground like that? I'll do another one just to show you. Let's see. You don't want to put them too close together. This one's, here, I'll show you how to do a baby one. This one's got just a little baby green leaf sticking out the top, but that's okay. You can still plant him. Just make sure the seed and the roots are inside the soil. Then you tuck them all in nicely. And it might just be a tiny part sticking out of the ground, but that's okay. The more they grow and the more sunlight they get, the bigger they will get. So I'm going to plant these, and I will be right back to show you what it looks like when I'm all done. All right, so I just finished up planting all the rest of my seeds, so I'm gonna show you. They're really tiny in there, and that's okay, because guess what? Now that those roots that I showed you earlier are in the soil, and the seeds in the soil, and we can't see it anymore, it's going to get lots of water and nutrients and good stuff from the soil, and they're gonna grow so big and tall. So what's one thing that plants need? What do we know that they need? They need water, right? So I'm gonna show you how you can water your plants. And we only need a little bit. I just added a little bit before I started the video, but they don't need too much. And you can just do it from a cup like how I'm doing. Maybe have mommy or daddy help you with this part. Good. And that's okay. See how this one now, it has like a little bit of its root showing? That's okay. We can just cover it right back up with some soil. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this pot and we're going to put it by a window so that it can get lots and lots of sun and warmth. And it's snowing outside right now, so that's kind of crazy. So we don't want to put it outside yet, but when it gets to be summertime and it's nice and warm, you can keep your plant outside too, so that works perfect. So I hope you guys like the science experiment. I hope you can try it at home. I miss you all so much, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye.